those appliances and tell you when you need to like buy new thing. And we also wanted to teach you Japanese as well. So I'm going to get the voice actress from Mirai, who is Ukako, and when you're tired days work, can't be bothered to do anything, she will teach you Japanese. And hopefully we are going to partner up with some telecommunications folks, and we're going to bring out Wi-Fi and 4G models. This is the catch copy. Why have backstabbing friends when you can get a Mirai Tsunaga smartphone? Say goodbye to those runaway days. Right, it's smartphone. So she's been featured on the media quite a bit. So this is her on American TV in Los Angeles, KTLA, the morning show over here, and in Japan as well. So she's had like quite a lot of press, and all over the internet. So this is CNET, Australia, and I think that's Russian. So quite a lot of press all over the world. And I've got a few photos of her over here. Very cute. Please come. And this was on display at the Wonder Festival in Japan, the world's biggest toy event. And we want to be able to plug her into your car, and she'll be your car navigation system as well. And these are some pictures of her out and about. Let me introduce you to her. So, because I didn't rehearse, I completely forgot what I was going to do. I was actually going to come on stage and say, ladies and gentlemen, I present you the idol. But I forgot to do that. And but anyway, yeah. So this is Smart Dom, and she's looking quite cute too. So she's going to be over at my booth over there, and you can go and say hello to her. Anyway. So, actually, let me talk a little bit more about this. So, for this doll, we do everything. We do all the production for this doll over here. So, as I explained, we do the soft vinyl, we're doing the wigs, the clothes, the eyes, the makeup, the robotics, the artificial intelligence. That leaves the shoes. The shoes. Dolls need shoes. You know? If you walk around without shoes, you can hurt your feet. That's not going to be good, because you need your feet to move forward. You need some shoes. So I teamed up with somebody who is really, they're kind of good at making shoes. And so this person has been like mentoring me, and for like many years back in the UK. So when I was in the UK, I was working with this gentleman over here, Dr. Jimmy Choo. So, at the time when I was in the UK, I kind of like fell in love with Japanese culture, and then I kind of said, unfortunately, please forgive me. I said, I really love Japanese culture, and I really want to like go and follow my passion and go to Japan and indulge in what I love, which is Japanese culture. So I actually left my dad's studio. I was working in a Japanese restaurant in the UK for a while, saved up lots of money to get tickets to go to Japan, and through that process I eventually made my way over to Japan. And I built my career in the IT industry in Japan. So back in the UK, I would work with my father to make lots of different shoes. And so sometimes he would go to Buckingham Palace, and he would like measure like Lady Diana's shoes, feet, and he would come back and he would let me do the pattern cutting. So it was an honor for me to do so. So I still have those shoemaking skills as of today. And very recently, I put together this Black Rock shooter. Yeah. So this is a shoe which is based on the Black Rock shooter theme. And the original idea was to make shoes for humans. But then these dolls came around and we needed to make shoes for them. So we started to make shoes for them very recently. And they're very cute indeed. And so these shoes are made in exactly the same way as human shoes. So lots of other doll shoes, they're made for dolls. And if the dolls were walking in them for a while, they would kind of like break. So our dolls will eventually walk, and they need good shoes to walk in. So our shoes are actually built in the same way that that human shoes are made as. So the green things over there are the lasts. You use, it's kind of like a mold basically. So here are some prototypes, and so this is based off the Japanese schoolgirl uniforms shoe called the loafer. But we'll be bringing out some much more different shoes very soon. Really cute, really sweet. And this is her trying on her shoes for the very first time. Okay, so I've got lots of very special guests over here, and I'm going to invite them all on stage, and we're going to do lots of photos with all the cosplay folks. But there's just one more thing, one more really important thing which I want to, which I really need to share with you. It's really important. Some people say, I hear this a lot, what do your parents think? What do your parents think? What do your co-workers think? What do your classmates think? God, what does your wife think? What does your wife think? This is all an indirect way of saying, I think what you're doing is odd. So it really doesn't matter what other people think. You know, you're going around, you watch anime, you know, people call them cartoons, and you cosplay, and people think you're weird. And it really doesn't matter until what people say, until you actually start to listen to them. So I have lots of friends who have given up on their hobbies. They stopped cosplaying, they stopped taking photos of their dolls, they stopped watching anime just because of what people around them say. So this is like very dangerous to listen to these people. And what I want you to remember is that it's always very important to, once you've identified something that you really like, is to really live your passion basically. So once you've discovered and you start living your passion, the rest will just follow. And I find that very particularly in my line of work. So I get bashed online and offline from people I don't even know. And if I started listening to these people, then I wouldn't be here standing here talking to you. And my job has basically given me a channel for me to share what I love. And by doing so, I've met like friends like all over the world. And without sharing this, I'd be a very runnery person indeed. So I think it really doesn't matter what anyone says to you. If you like cosplay, you carry on cosplaying. If you like anime, you carry on watching anime. It's very important that you continue to do what you love doing. So that's about it. That's enough of my chit chat. So what we're going to do right now, is I've put this murai at the background over here. We're going to have some guests on stage. Who's the next guest on stage? Please remind me. Who's the next guest on stage? I don't have a stage manager who's going to run up and down and introduce the next person on stage. Who's next? Who shall we have on stage next? Who's on stage next? No one? Okay. Let's have some very important people. Who's the most important people down here? Okay. Let's have this person over here. Let's have Mr. Datuk Jimmy Choo on stage, please.
Thanks for everyone coming over to support Danny. And instead of making shoe, you're making toys, right? Dolls, huh? So I had to make the shoe for the little baby, my granddaughter as well. So you have to watch out. There are many designs come out for the little baby.
Okay. And I think they want some photos. Shall we have some photos together? Let's have some photos together. right? We hardly do this. Only sometimes. I should hold the door. I should hold the door. Okay. Alright, let's have the cosplayers on stage as well. Cosplayers, don't be shy, please come on stage.